they're saying Mangachu, the top 2 in NA, but Rise Nation have their own linchpin here with Spirit. He also have Locke as a very good support Zenyatta, and Desro, we haven't really brushed up on him, but he is a very solid frontline when he goes for the Reinhardt or a Winston. So we just have to see here as TemPo Storm gonna be going for a Roadhog onto B drop here, but no Zenyatta, or sorry, no Mei for Rise Nation.
And if I can just let it out, say it's Locke on the Zenyatta. We've seen him on the Tracer before. He knows how to do DPS. He is very good at dealing out that damage. He always hits his mark, and he can get quite a good kill streak going on that Zenyatta. And as Zresty as well on the McCree, we could have guessed that was going to happen. His McCree, his shots always do land, and it's going to be Spirit on the Reaper. So again, the kiting damage from the Reaper, and we're about to start. 5 seconds to come in, and I'm hoping for some good Overwatch here.
So this is the first map in this best of 3. Here comes TemPo Storm from their spawn point. And you can see here that Rise Nation not going to be, they're just going to play a little bit back. Mangachu not going aggressive just yet. I guess he's just feeling out first, looking for as much info as possible. There you see Mini dropping down, seeing where almost all of the members of Rise Nation are, and Mangachu not going to the skies, just, you know, at ground level, putting out as much rocket damage as possible. No one dying just yet. Goes up very high. And they already get the 1-for-1 in terms of the kills. Mangachu in high ground here, and look at his rocket barrage, or sorry, his rockets barraging out to his opponents. Midnight. Oh, when that bubble comes down, he might go get taken, but
Mangachu take it out. You see, if he's not being covered by the Mercy, he's not being covered by the Mercy, so he's not getting the healing done or the damage, the extra damage boost coming out from the Mercy. But it might be said that nap time, if he can provide that nano boost, that actually might be a better damage dealer than Mercy's damage boost. Maybe that's why they've chosen to go with the Ana instead. And Mangachu actually switching out to the Reaper, so that's actually an interesting turn of events there.
Yeah, they have to respect that X-Ready actually is on a McCree, so in this positioning, but no B-drop! Stopping the Deadeye with a timely hook there. Spirit getting a little bit of nap time. And he has, and they just waste a little bit the animal ultimate on him, but he still has his Unleash the Beast, that is the Death Blossom primed and ready. And look at the war chest, TemPo Storm with 2 ultimates to the 4 of Rise Nation. And Rise Nation here are, I don't know, they actually backed off a little bit?
Yeah, but because they are defending they're defending the point quite well. And TemPo Storm, they did not win that battle, and you can see them just being taken out by Spirit.
There it is, the doggy steal comes out from the Zarya, but that was a counter ultimate there as well coming from Rise Nation. Triple kill already from Rise Nation here, and they are just solidified onto this first point. TemPo Storm cannot catch a break right now. Mangachu actually shifting to a, I don't know, he keeps shifting right now. So is that going to be the Roadhog? Yes, it's going to be the Roadhog, and B drop on a Winston.
The gravitational pull there really paid off well. They got 5 kills there just to keep back TemPo Storm, and it's only 1 minute and 38 seconds left on the time, so they need to hurry up if they want to get this pillar.
Movement speed boost for Mangachu just to make an easy pickoff, but cannot get the hook. Ultimate still not yet, only a sound barrier, I believe, from Brett Expert there, but X-Ready almost gets taken down, but the bubble from his teammates keeps him alive. Mangachu with the shotguns, just getting kill after kill, though still not enough. X-Ready in the back line, doing the most damage that he can, and Desro, I've said it once, I'll say it again, his defense is just too good right here.
Zresty, you can see him, he's constantly checking the backline just in case they're getting flanked from behind, which is a really smart move from him. And he hit that jumping Lucio, something that is normally a pain in the behind to most pro players. It's the jumping Lucio, jumping all around, so difficult to hit. And it's Zresty just saying,
it's
you know what,
high noon. I mean, it's 10:30, but it's high already here. And now it's ready, getting me.
I can't believe you just
but
said
you can see here that B-Drop actually with the on ultimate able to kill X-Ready there, but at the same time they put too much commitment onto him that all the members of Rise Nation just ruffle stomped TemPo Storm there, and they get taken down. And
Spirit, such a smart play from him.
Control, 20 seconds left onto the clock. This is the last push here from TemPo Storm. This is not supposed to happen. TemPo Storm should be able to make, you know, much work with Mangachu, but Mangachu's being shut down time after time by X-Ready. Midnight and Spirit getting the kills. There's the ultimate from Hui, but can they make this work? He only gets the 1 kill. Midnight getting the kill onto Hui, following it up onto nap time, and this is no point for TemPo Storm onto the first map. What is happening?
What a painful display that was. Just because you don't expect when you're on the offensive, they were going so aggressive on the defense there, and TemPo Storm had no answer. Spirit went in the back line there, in the back lane there, and they did not expect that because they're on the aggressive. They're supposed to be going into the back line, but it was Spirit saying, you know what, you guys are taking way too long. I'm going to get some cheeky kills from behind, and TemPo Storm had no answer, and that was really painful. 0 points go in the favor, and they couldn't even get the payload moving. They couldn't get it to any certain amount of meters here. As much as meters
no
don't
points
really
at all.
count, but that. Oh, TemPo Storm, I'm so sorry.
I have to wonder, B-Drop actually pushed X-Ready already to the point where he can actually have enough time or a couple of seconds to actually go against Rise Nation without DPS, but then he didn't come back. He actually got taken down, and when his team followed up on him, they had very little to work with because they put already the on-ultimate onto Winston, and that's not really the best of targets to use your ultimate on if you're gonna go for like AoE, especially if you don't have the Primal Rage. And again, he just focused every bit of ultimate seconds that he has onto X-Ready and didn't even kill X-Ready, or he did kill it, but then TemPo Storm weren't able to capitalize.
I just want to say I've seen Mangachu. I've seen Mangachu on the Roadhog. I've seen Mangachu on the Pharah. On the Mei, I've not seen that. It looks like they're just going to try and go for holding them back as long as possible so that they can keep the scores equal, so that they can go for the little bit of extra there. But they've got no long range. They've got no long range DPS here. So the defense is not going to be. There's going to be no long range. Ana a little bit, but she is the support first before being DPS.
Yeah, I mean, you also have, I guess, the Mei, but the hit scan for her is a little bit too long, and it's not like a Pharah that has AoE damage when it hits target. So not the most effective in long range.
This is genius though, because Genji, he does not have a good defense against the Zarya or the Mei. So this should be a good display coming out from him. But they're already aggressive. Look, they're already touching the point.
Spirit is already in the back line, dashing over, and he is getting the hits onto this Ana. Ana's trying to keep alive for as much as possible, jumping up and down, but Spirit is more nimble than that, and they are trying to control their aggression. Look at this, they're just, testing out the waters. They got the one kill, but they're just, staving off their hand, kill after kill though, but still not overly committing. Spirit has the Eugene Teokone, goes in, gets one, he's looking for more, gets another kill, and this is gonna be it. Nap time is gonna be looking into Spirit's eyes.
Look at Spirit's eyes.
That's it.
That was such a quick round. I don't even know what just happened there. I couldn't analyze that for anything. What just came out of that? Spirit just wiping out the entire team there. You saw the dash onto the Reinhardt, and that looked so painful. Reinhardt falling to a dash from a Genji.
All right,
Oh my god.
That's a lot of tombstones.
5 tombstones though.
Yeah, let's just watch Spirit's highlight play. Man, I really love their play style. It looks so explosive, and it was. He's just getting kill after kill.
And none of his shurikens missing their points there. All hitting where they're supposed to hit. And even when Ana came around the corner, sat down and was like, you know what? You've won this. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just really sad for TemPo Storm, mainly because I felt like there was no communication at all from that last point where the Ana, there was like 2 attempts for Spirit to finish off Ana, but at the 3rd try he manages to finish her off. But the problem was it felt like there was no communication, mainly because no one was there to save the Ana. They had so many times to actually try to deny and scare off Spirit, but it was just super open, and because of one less healer for TemPo Storm, they steamrolled over. Okay, Ana's down, no more sleep dart, no more biotic grenade for the AoE heal. Let's just do this, let's just enter, and they just snowballed, and really impressive from Rise Nation.
Yes, that's true. And the first and second push from TemPo Storm didn't work out, but it's fine. It's like the defensive wall of Rise Nation is just too good. And the next game, Spirit is everywhere, throwing shurikens everywhere and killing everyone.
What I didn't like there from TemPo Storm was Spirit got an amazing backstab already.
Yeah.
But TemPo Storm were so narrow-sighted at just looking at the full, I guess like the 5-man push of Rise Nation that they didn't see. Spirit was just in the back line. doing Spirit things.
Yeah, I can imagine like
Very
when
spiritual.
when you
Spirit
when,
things.
as a support you're like, protect the healer, please protect the healer.
Yeah.
There was so many times where they could have just backed off, eliminated or scare away Spirit, zone him away, and then concentrate, focus on the remaining targets that were in the entrance of the first point of King's Row. Also, the attack of TemPo Storm really seemed awkward because there were times where Mini tried to Earth Shatter, but there was no follow-up at all. They kept being denied by X-Retzi and Spirit because they were just so well-positioned. Nobody was actually trying to deny their DPSing in the backline or in the front line even. So really impressive by Rise Nation. TemPo Storm might have to is having trouble in terms of execution with their composition, so they might try their best here on this Hollywood map.
Can I also ask, like I forgot, did TemPo Storm have a Roadhog or a Winston on their defense?
On the defense, I believe. Oh, I'm not sure actually.
Because I think the only way you could actually stop Spirit's Genji is if you have a Winston to zap at him, because that's actually a hard counter. If you're able to stick onto a Genji as a Winston, you really can't parry the zaps. Or at least if you're a Roadhog, if you're able to hit the hook before the parry happens for the Genji, that's almost always a sure kill, because Genji doesn't have a lot of HP unless there's like a clutch Zarya bubble, but that's about it.
And I just want to add in there because I didn't get to speak. It was
Sorry, man.
they had to take the gamble. Rise Nation had a. It was a gamble in the end because you can't. There's no time to change out. If they get that first point, it has to be. They have to be. It has to be the right pick as soon as they start. And like what you said, the Ana caught out by herself, so they actually forced to be aggressive, running along with the DPS, and it's like that's not a good place to be if you're support. That's a really dangerous place to be, and immediately punished for that. Of course, sorry for that. We had one player disconnect, but he's going to reconnect, and we'll be back onto Hollywood shortly. And as we said, momentum. Now they have the momentum already going forward. Rise Nation already has the momentum going forward, which means this could be another win and it could be another 2-0. Or we don't know. TemPo Storm, maybe they've been practicing. Maybe they're saying we cannot tilt. We have to make sure that we can lose one, we can win another. So we don't know. Maybe this next map it could go in the favor of TemPo Storm, but this is Rise Nation's. As I said, they're very strong on Hollywood. So TemPo Storm does have a challenge.
Yeah. For me, it feels like TemPo Storm were kind of dictated by Rise Nation to stop the Farm Mercy combo. And you already said these three maps are vertical maps, so having a Farm Mercy wouldn't be too bad. And if TemPo Storm actually gets dictated by Rise Nation to stop that combo, I think they just falter behind. So they have to keep. I feel like they have to start it off again and start it off strong. If they can keep doing that again, TemPo momentum based, they're just gonna steamroll out of it.
Yeah, but then again, they came from King's Row without any points, obviously, like failing after attack after attack. So hopefully this time Hollywood, again, Mangachu with the Farm Mercy combo when they go attack side, maybe they can, whip something out, and we'll see later on in their matchup.
Yeah, morale is actually going to be quite low after that first round. But you see, with these vertical maps, the good thing is the Mercy has a lot of versatility as well. Ana has no movement whatsoever. She can just run around. So it is much more favorable to have a Mercy on vertical maps.
Yes, again, and this is the Overwatch Masters Gaming Arena 2016 Championships presented by, of course, MSI and Like Attacker sponsors Intel, Xbox, Windows 10, Nahimic, Nvidia, and Samsung. I am Vil, and alongside me is Jaeger, Riku, and Azura. And once again, next game will be TemPo Storm and Rise Nation Game 2 in Hollywood. Alright, so how are you guys? It's like Taiwan is very nice today.
Yeah, I love Taiwan.
We're coming live from Taiwan.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the match though. It's mainly because I'm sorry, Taiwan
down.
is lovely. I love Taiwan.
No, it's okay.
I just want to talk
It's
about
just-
Taiwan right now.
Oh, I see.
People wanna know everyone.
I love the food here.
Yes, me
Taiwan
too.
number one.
Taiwan
Taiwan
number
number
one. So, I'm sorry. I'm so excited about the match. Mainly because, what do you call it? For TemPo Storm to actually succeed, they have to answer Rise Nation's X-Retzi and Spirit. Because even though, let's just say, Mangachu number 2 player right now for the American server, it's just that if ever he does play a Pharah, that's quite explosive but slow DPS, you still need someone to finish those low HP targets off. So I'm kind of wondering who will that person be, because I think that's the problem. No one from TemPo Storm is following it up a bit.
Yeah, that's true. Just looking at the Mangachu should be the one following up with the DPS, but without the Mercy to help with the boost. Because you have to be hit scanning. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're supposed to be hit scanning when you're the far out, but you need the heavy damage dealers, the quick damage dealers.
Yeah.
So it would be the Reapers. It would be could be a Soldier 76 for all you say, or a McCree. But you're not seeing those damage dealers coming out. It's mostly the tanks. It's mostly the supports, and it's a lot of slow damage.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure. They need to switch that up. It needs to be the 2 DPSs, the quick DPSs. It needs to be the 2 tanks and the 2 supports.
Yeah. Also, you do have to take note, like this. I guess the one of the comps that you can probably use is the 3 tanks, 3 supports, or maybe a variation of that: 3 tanks, 1 damage dealer, 2 supports. And even though this is the patch wherein Ana has been changed, wherein her Biotic Grenade is bigger and her ultimate charge is 20% longer, he's still pretty strong because if you do a good Ana boost, if the one you target is able to capitalize on that, it becomes a pivot point of opportunity wherein you're able to get the first point quickly, and then just be able to start the payload smoothly. But now, going on to the second map, let's see what TemPo Storm can do, as they are in danger of being taken down by Rise Nation.
And again, you can see TemPo Storm's picks here. It's gonna be 3 tanks and the 3 supports. So it's like they heard you. They're listening. 3 tanks, 3 supports. So that might be able to work. And good thing about Zenyatta is he can also be a damage dealer.
And here it is. X-Ready putting the damage onto Mini, and oh no, you didn't want to look at your sides, as X-Ready was still there. Very on point with his revolver shots. Following it up, gets the stun onto the Roadhog, but the heals went a bit too much. Hui has to back off, but Rise Nation are now on the point. X-Ready starting it off, finds out Huey has a stun, is waiting for that bubble to go out, and the control from X-Ready, so good. And look at this, they are pushing out
such
TemPo
quick
Storm.
DPS. Rise Nation, they can't contest point. That's it. It's already started moving, and knowing the defense that's going to come out of TemPo Storm, this is not looking good. Sorry, yeah, it's not looking good for TemPo Storm. Sorry, the defense from Rise Nation. I meant.
And now they'll be pushing on to Wild Wild West.
I love the sprays.
That's
Sprays
how you
coming
call
everywhere.
this part. I mean, Rico's like, what are you saying, man? It's how you call this part. There is the auto
Nano
boost
boost.
onto the Reinhardt. The beast has been unleashed. It's high noon as well, but X-Ready gets countered by the Reinhardt shield. They do crack it, but still TemPo Storm are pushing him on aggressive. This is not what you would think a team would do, but having to catch off Rise Nation off guard is what is giving TemPo Storm a little bit of leeway here, but at the same time, they weren't able to wipe out Rise Nation, and Rise Nation are pushing the limousine. And he gets a good hook, and Locke gets taken down. Mangachu from Town gets a hook.
That was actually a really strange deadlock coming out from Zresti as he pulled it out, and it was Reinhardt still in the nano boost, so it was taking forever for the lock to come on, and that meant it was also taking a while to come on for everyone else as well.
Search comes out, but there is the heal. There's the shield as well from the sound barrier, but X-Ready lining it up and gets a 4K team white onto TemPo Storm. This is not what you would want. TemPo Storm are lacking the damage right now, and I think that 20% on the Ana boost ultimate is kind of hitting them at the same time.
TemPo Storm, I'm not sure what they can do there. They need to switch out, I think, one of the supports if they want to get that extra bit of damage coming on, because I'm not sure what
you with a hook. Gets the kill onto X-Ready, so that's at least 1 damage dealer down. A very important damage dealer for that fact as well. But you know what? Spirit is here. He's jumping up and down, has the blade, unsheathes it, goes in for the slash. Mangachu gets taken down, looks for more, gets a second one for the third. Can he dunk it? Yes, he does. Unsheathes it and gets a triple startup for Rise Nation. Fast on to the second point, and they are going to have a ton of time for the third. And TemPo Storm is looking a little bit gobsmacked onto this one as they are still playing with 3 tanks and 3 supports.
And again, the Ana caught out by herself. Spirit, you know, as soon as Resty falls, it's like, you know what, Spirit, I'll take over. Don't you worry, mate. You take a good rest. I'll take care of this. And he does. They've got such good DPS. So many answers coming out from Rise Nation. And oh my goodness, you saw the tank, the ball coming out there from Spaz. Surviving.
Not able to hit the headshot onto the Lucio there. So he wasn't able to capitalize the hook. I mean, he's been very on point with his hooks, but these are just one pickoffs that may give TemPo Storm some time, but not enough to push away Rise Nation.
Look how far TemPo Storm has been pushed back. They're already coming around the final corner, and they're going to be pushing back now, and they've got ultis across the board as well for use. They've got Zreti, Spirit, and Zarya.
And the Graviton Surge. They also have Mangachu having his whole hog there. He does drop from the skies, gets the kill, triple onto Desro, Lock, and X-Ready. Looks for Faz. Nice hook onto him. Quadra for Mangachu.
They finally got
the play. Yeah, they got the play there, but
Is it going to be enough? That's the question.
There's still like 4 minutes. If they can keep reproducing that kind of result, they can at least, you know, make this into a 0, only 2 points for Rise Nation.
See the peaks coming out from Spirit, and there's the
here
Dragon
it
Blade.
is. Oh no, this is gonna just be massacre as the Graviton Surge pulling everybody in. Though at the same time, I think
there's a well-timed Lucio.
Yeah, was pushed and Sound Barrier to save his team. For TemPo Storm here. Still, Rise Nation are up. This is just the battle of the MW1s, the mouse clicks.
Team kill, you heard the noise, and here is the final push, and I think that's going to be it.
Do they have a Tracer to get fast onto the payload? They're trying it, but no! With 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining, Rise Nation are on fire right now.
TemPo Storm have their work cut out for them, and honestly, it is just not looking good. They have so much time left, and the distance covered, it was so quick. Oh my goodness. Rise Nation, they're doing a really good job.
Oh man, what is TemPo Storm?
I don't know what the answer can be. I feel like they might need more DPS. The damage just is not coming out, and as well as the communication. I'm not sure if the communication's coming out right because they're not timing things correctly. They're not having ultis combined in the way that Rise Nation is. TemPo Storm, I'm not sure what they're going to do here. It's very difficult to call what their answer might be. And because Ana has become such a strong part of the meta now, you're always seeing the Ana coming out, but Rise Nation, well, it looks like Rise Nation didn't get that memo. It's going to be 2 supports, no Anas for them, but Zenyatta as well. The damage reduction from the Discord is very useful as well, but
yeah,
TemPo Storm.
And this is looking to be like the weakness of TemPo Storm. Aside from them being a momentum-based team, as well as Rise Nation, they are kind of like a team that struggles on comms. So, I mean, I think that frustration is starting to get to them, maybe, and that's kind of looking to be the case because Mangachu has been like playing away from his team at the same time. Because you see, his Roadhog has been getting a lot of kills, one at a time, not multiple. I mean, just the one, maybe 4K at that last point, but that's about it.
We can't discount Mangachu's skill though. He was always hitting his hooks. He's still doing that. That's still one of his strong points. But it looks like he's going to be playing a Reaper here, and it's going to be Hui that's going to be on the Roadhog this time.
You could say that Hui is going to play hooky.
Oh, you nearly made me swear.
Hook.
Okay,
Chill,
so they've got the 1 DPS and they've got the 3 tanks. So maybe this will be the DPS they need to push this quicker, but I'm not sure. Zreti's still on the McCree, and we know what Zreti's like on that with the DPS, so let's see here what's going to happen.
They do have Mangachu on the Reaper, so they're looking for that fast up front damage, but X-Ready getting the stun onto Mei there. Mangachu gets the kill onto Lox. That's pretty important as the Zenyatta is down. Mangachu's trying to wiggle himself into safety, and X-Ready is actually ring around the Rosie and doesn't find out Mangachu, and that's gonna at least leave Rise Nation with 1 damage dealer, not putting the damage out for a couple of seconds, and TemPo Storm with a very fast first point, but this is Hollywood. First point is not as important as second and third.
But I will say that was a really quick capture. I'm not sure the exact timing of Rise Nation's capture. It was probably around the same, although I think there was a little bit more contest coming from TemPo Storm when they were on the defense. So actually that was a really good play. And it looks like the DPS is finally doing its work. Mangachu already got his ulti ready. And, well, Zarya is not ready just yet.
Good hook.
who we see, you know, they're actually quite versatile players, these guys, from TemPo Storm. Okay, so now you've got the 2 ultis coming out. Maybe you could combine that with the Nano Boost onto the Reaper on Mangachu.
Wow, is TemPo Storm actually going to out-time Rise Nation right now? They still have 5 minutes left on the clock, not including the second point bonus time. Let's see how the Rise Nation reacts to that. As looking at their war chest, they do have X ready with the ultimate up. Desro almost up as well. Lock, Midnight to follow up, and Spirit does have his Death Blossom, his Die primed and ready.
There's actually plenty of DPS ultis coming out. There's Mangachu with his
I
Death
can
Blossom,
hear
but
it,
gets
the
taken out.
Die. Where did it go? Oh, Mangachu was the one, but he goes in a bit
Stresty.
too far from his team, and now he is left in a 5v6. Desro gets a kill. Spirit as well, Lock not far behind, and Faz gets the kill onto Hui. B-drop, at least, you know, getting the shutdown on the Spirit, but at the same time, Rise Nation gets the 5v6 in their favor, and then just shuts down the push of TemPo Storm.
We can't discount though TemPo Storm. They do have some ultis coming up, as well as Reinhardt's just about to in 7%, if you think of that in a time percentage. But it's going to be Roadhog, it's going to be
ready.
Lucio, and
Spotted out
Zarya.
there. Yeah. So the Zarya Graviton Surge, both teams do have that. Very fast push. Oh, X-Ready has a backstab. There's the Deadeye. He's lining it up, but man,
Oh my
Hui,
goodness, the pull!
still, he does at least stun himself to safety, but gets taken down. TemPo Storm have 3k right now. This is a 3v6. Die comes out, but Hui shuts down Spirit. Faz is just jumping up and down on the payload just to contest it, so it won't push. Though, at the same time, he's just going to die fast so he can respawn with his team. Though here now, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, not a lot of time left as Rise Nation have 3 and 11.
Yeah, but you know, Spirit, he pulled out that ulti. He got no kills there.
X-Ready killing Mangachu from up top. Okay, there's the time added to the push of TemPo Storm. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. Looking at the war chest, Nap Time has his on a boost. Desro with the Earth Shatter, and Faz the Sound Barrier.
TemPo Storm are actually doing really good. I'm actually quite surprised how fast they've pushed this. They're actually contesting it at a really decent rate. They might have lost only one of the team fights, but they won the other 2. And that's actually looking really good for TemPo Storm. And
Is anybody looking at top? There is the spin to win. Mangachu gets only 1, but still is alive. Gets a second one. Has the Ana Boost up onto him. He's just barraging himself onto his opponents, but not enough. There's the equivalent kills from all across the border here. But at the same time, TemPo Storm are pushing the payload. That's the most important part. And if Rise Nation can hold off more than 3:11 seconds, this could be huge. Hui hitting another hook. I hear the animation there. He gets sleep darted though, so he cannot break the shield of Desro, and they're pushing back TemPo Storm here. TemPo Storm have to come back and rally behind faster than Rise Nation took the 3rd point, or else they will be shorter on time, but still 3 minutes. 3+ minutes is still pretty good.
19 seconds left, and you saw Desro just pushing them back. He just kept walking, and they did not want to contest against that. They're just like, oh, just back up. They had no answer to that. And Rise Nation now, they've got 3 ultis to defend with, and TemPo Storm only has 1 to push with.
Mangachu though, he wants to come from the skies. He drops down yet again, but you gotta learn your lesson, man. They know what's up. You keep repeating that, and they will adjust to it. They get more kills right now. Follow up, X-Ready is having fun with his McCree, jumping up and down, looking for B drop, and he gets the drop onto the B. And X-Ready here, gonna be backing off, has a Deadeye in his arsenal, and you have to respect that. Look at this, they can actually burn out TemPo Storm's time right now because TemPo Storm are looking to lose momentum.
I'm not sure if you noticed the Nap Time again on the Ana. Caught out by himself. That's your support. You need him to stay alive.
Hamadao not getting any stun at all. Graviton starts to fall. X-Ready getting a kill. Followed by Desro just slapping the hammer side to side, and he is looking at Spirit. Or actually, no, Spirit looking at other opponents, and he spots Mangachu out. Mangachu cannot win the duel of the Reapers, so
I love the sleep dart coming out from Nap Time as Resty had already finished his deadlock. It's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot now. Oh, now I'm asleep. Well, damage has already been done, so that was useless. Okay, 3 ultis ready for TemPo Storm.
2 minutes on the clock remaining. That's what, maybe 2-3 tries left They boost up Mangachu. He dashes forward and gets the kill onto Faz. But Desro is standing tall here. Mangachu gets another kill. But it's only Mangachu and B-Drop remaining. B-Drop does have the ultimate, but using it right now would be a total waste, so he staves off his hand. But Rise Nation still have not allowed this payload to budge at all. X-Ready, so good. Look at that, he's on fire right now. 5 out of the 6 members of Rise Nation are flaming on their hero portraits.
Their ultis are almost all ready. You've got the Lucio, you've got the McCree, and there's
Rapid
Reaper
surge to
using
follow.
his.
You do see that Spirit in the backline, getting the kill onto Nap Time once more. Red Expert is not enough to sustain the whole of Tempo Storm, and
Mangachu keeps overextending. He keeps overextending. He has to know at this point, you can't do that, not against the Sresti. He is going to pick you out, especially combined with Zenyatta's Discord. You're going to fall really quickly, mate. You can't keep doing that. You can't hear me.
This is what, yeah, of course. But this is what we've been talking about. I mean, this is what's happened when Tempo Storm was on the defense. Mangachu was always alone by himself, but hold that thought. It's going to be a Graviton Surge, and Mini actually lining up a good Earth Shatter there. Can they follow up from this one? Mangachu gets a 1 kill onto Desro. Glock getting taken down as well, and they get themselves a 4K, though the payload is only 20 seconds left. Or rather, they have only 20 seconds left remaining on the time. If they can get onto the payload, they can just burn out onto overtime and have more time to work with against Tempo Storm.
And there's you saw the quick ulti popping there from the Zenyatta. Now we've got the switch to the Tracer just to get those little bit of, little touches of the payload.
My goodness, his hooks have been so good right here. Midnight onto the payload, and they actually are pushing out Tempo Storm. This could be huge. Overtime is dripping down, and it's gonna be Rise Nation.
Rise Nation, my goodness, they went all for the mobility there, and it paid off. Zretti just getting those final kills on the Tracer, and then there's the Diva as well. And that's gonna go to Rise Nation. Rise Nation have won 2-0 against Tempo Storm. They got the momentum going, and they kept it going, and they won that. Oh my goodness, just there's too many mistakes coming out from Tempo Storm. That overextending Mangachu. Here it is, the play of the game, Sreti.
I think that's the 4K or the 3K that he got.
A golden pistol.
Oh yeah, there it is. Ooh, look at that lineup. So beautiful.
That is painful.
Oh man.
It's so painful.
The communication from Rise Nation.
Team kill.
Just outclassing Tempo Storm there.
Oh my goodness.